G'day, welcome back to the bunker and welcome to New Zealand, the Audi RS3. This is the very first right-hand drive model in the country. Yes, we have the keys. Yes, we will be taking it for a drive. Straight away, it's obvious that this third generation is going to be a bit different. To start with, there is no effort being made to hide the RS-ness. If the RS3 kept its light under a bushel before, not anymore. The boxy wheel arches are there, the vents, the big exhaust. This is a mega hatch with an exclamation mark. So rather than getting wrapped up in styling touches, let's talk numbers. 294 kilowatts, that's 400 horsepower in a hatch, 500 Newton meters. Add that up with the Quattro drivetrain, 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds. And I have actually seen faster times recorded, and not just that, a sub 12-second quarter mile. Yes, in case you're wondering, it does come with launch control. Now, of course, the Quattro name was made legendary by that all-conquering rally car in the 1980s. And like that original, under here you'll find a 5-cylinder turbocharged engine. Even better, it has the same firing order. That means the same rhythm. It sounds the same. That is the perfect tribute. And there's another tilt to the 80s inside with a Quattro-style dash display. But the rest of the interior is pure modern Audi. There's just enough sort of hard sports car edge combined with comfort, including these Napa leather seats. And it's a Sportback. There is so much practicality and so much is made about this RS3 being more, but there is one less. Despite the RS3 being slightly bigger in all directions, the boot is actually 50 litres smaller. But there is good reason. That space is taken up by what Audi call their torque splitter. It sounds quite brutal, but actually it's a thing of beauty. Because that clever system of clutches can feed 50% of all the torque to either of the rear wheels. That is weapons-grade tech. In fact, one of the 7 drive modes, called Torque Rear, even has a warning not to use on public roads. In Kiwi terms, that's a drift mode. Now, I mentioned the 7 drive modes. There is literally one for every day of the week, even one called Efficiency, but not today. And there's also an RS button on the steering wheel, which means easy and instant selection of your favourite setup with no silly hunting through submenus. It's so easy to get lost in that 5-pot warble. It's such a beautiful touch of 80s sentimentality. It's like hearing the Joy Division again, sort of a warm and fuzzy feeling. Speaking of warm and fuzzy too, you've got all the supercar performance, but then you've also got a 5-year, 150,000k warranty. And it's not all just down to the power in this car. The level of agility and control is something else. So is the way it can iron out a less than smooth road, like this. And knowing that you can buy an RS3 from Giltrap Audi for $112,500, it almost doesn't add up. You know, if I wasn't driving it right now and smiling like this, I'd actually say this car is too good to be true. 16 years ago, I was smitten with the V8 powered RS4, and a couple of years later, the twin-turbo V10 RS6, which was nothing short of awesome. And every RS I've driven has left an impression. And this one? Well, this one's magic, and I love it. There really is every bit of Audi magic: the build quality, the stunning interior, the awesome mechanics, and a car that performs whatever the speed or road conditions. You know, I've always been a fan of Audi's sort of Q-car approach to the RS line, but this time I like the fact that zero effort has been made to hide the RS-ness of this car, because this level of performance and capability really is worth shouting about.